Hi, I'm Bill Olson, and welcome to a public affairs discussion. We're here with Uncle Boob, who is the host, writer, and producer of the Uncle Boob Show, which is seen on
Hi, Mom.
which is seen on many local cable TV channels, and he's here to make a special political announcement.
Yes. Hello. Hello. Hi. I want to be president of the United States. You know, you elected clowns before, and you find out maybe 3 years into it that they're clowns. Hey, this is up front, people. This is me. I'm a clown. And can I seriously do any worse than what's in it there now, huh? So I want to be president of the United States because, well, you know, it seems like a nice job. I'd have the Secret Service people. You know, they'd be protecting me from my fans. and you know, somebody else would do the laundry, and somebody else would change the toilet paper roll. And you know, I couldn't do any worse. So hey, I'd like to be president of the United States.
Well, Uncle Boob has been called by the New York Times the most sublime influence in America. And you have, I think, your campaign manager and someone else next to you, too, if you can introduce them.
Yeah. Say hi. Yeah, there he is. That's Sock Monkey. He's my legal... Hello? Hello? What just fell off? Oh, God. Hope nothing important. He's my legal guardian, and he's the campaign manager. And he's going to be behind the scenes, so any squealing and squirting and stuff. And yeah, he's set for lunch. He's fine. Okay, well, you know, have fun.
And who's that next to you over there?
This is Leisure Suit Larry. He is going to be my vice presidential candidate. He's going to be the running mate. You know, in the best political, you know, traditions of the United States, he's a robot, and right here it's got cords and stuff. Well, anybody that comes up with the right amount of money can speak to the vice president. See, it's a lot quicker and easier that way. You can just, you know, tobacco companies, hey, right there, it comes out of his mouth. We changed the speed of his eyes so they're not shifty like Republicans. Yeah, he should be waving at you. The battery's low again. We'll have to, well, decorum does not allow me to put the battery in where it belongs to make his arm work. But trust me, when we're on the campaign trail, we'll be fine. Okay.
Well, those are some very interesting people who are part of your campaign, Mr. Boob.
Yeah, they work cheap. That's the important thing.
I see. Well, you aren't without your critics, although you do have your fans.
Oh, yeah.
And I hate to do this, sir. This is going to be stinging.
Uh-oh.
But some of your...
not those photos from college.
Some of your critics have said some pretty nasty things about you, and I want to just read a few of them and get your comments.
Spurless lies, I know, but go ahead. Go ahead.
No effectiveness at all. Silly and stupid.
Yeah.
No talent.
Now, are we talking about the current president or me?
Oh, that's you, sir.
Oh, that's a load of... Whoop. Well, there went that cheap hat from China. That's a load of hooey. You know, it's just politically derived, and that they're doing that.
Okay.
Because I'm so freaking perfect that they have to throw mud.
Right.
Just have to.
I see. Well, we have a couple pictures.
Okay.
And
not from college, I hope.
So first
I didn't have anything to do with that. That mascot was over 18.
Well, the first picture I think deserves an explanation. Look at your monitor, and Tracy will put that up.
Oh, yeah, I met him. I think he speaks English. I'm not sure. He gave me $20 to go away, and I went. I'm easy. Cheap too.
So how do you explain that picture? Are you poking him in the side or pointing at him?
No, the Secret Service, they did wrestle me to the ground after that. And you know, they pulled my finger for a while, and all I did was, you know, flatulate. So that was great. I got a kick out of it. He still had the same expression on.
Okay, now there is another picture that you know nothing about.
Uh-oh.
And I don't know where this picture came from, but some people say that this is the country is not ready for this image, and I want you to look at your monitor.
I hope it's not my arrest record stuff. They don't. Oh, there we go. Yeah, yeah. I took off from a tour of the White House, you know, and I just tried it on for size. I thought, hey, you know, as long as I'm going to be there, I might as well see if it suits me.
I see.
Yep.
Well, okay, well, let me get into some political questions. First of all, did people vote for you?
'Cause I'm wonderful.
Okay. A lot of people have talked about how our country is divided right now between the left and the right. How would you unite people?
Well, I would fill in the Mississippi River, because we would not be divided between the right and the left. That's, you know, that's the Army Corps engineers, you know. After that New Orleans thing, they better hustle bonds, or boy, they're going to be the ex-Army Corps of Engineers under my administration.
Well, that's a good answer. I understand that you have a very strong farm policy for farmers and.
Oh yeah, I grew up on a farm, you know, and I want to court the farmers' votes, because, you know, they actually make the food that makes the country go, and, you know, that kind of stuff, and it's turned into junk food and makes people large enough to winter over. What was the question?
What your farm policy is?
Oh, yeah. My farm policy is if you're standing behind this big budded Holstein and the tail goes up, you move. I mean, that's just common. I mean, you know, either that or you got some real junky shoes. That's my policy on farming.
Okay. How would you fix the national deficit?
By not spending so much. And I tax the rich, of course. That's what I'm supposed to say, isn't it? I tax the rich and the little guy, you know, the little guys, maybe under 5'5", they wouldn't have to pay so much taxes.
Okay, well, that was going to be a later question, what your policy would be on taxing the wealthy.
Well, I think, you know, they should be just taxed. I know, you know, they've got more money than I do, so they should just cough it up. I mean, they live in the United States. They do, and, you know, fairly nice houses and stuff like that, and gated communities, and they can afford to kick a little bit into the kitty, you know, because they get all these breaks and these special interest stuff, and you know, come on, people, you know, what was it? John F. Kennedy said, no, he didn't. He said, well, anyway, he said, you know, just pay what you should and be a Berliner or something. I don't know.
Okay. Well, some people say government is too big, and other people say that the federal government has a role in improving people's lives. What's your attitude towards the role of the federal government?
Drugs. Mostly drugs. The Food and Drug Administration should probably have a lot more tranquilizers out there for some of these people that are starbucking it up with the great big, you know, hot lattes. I think that would be, you know, that's the role of the government, is to stay out of people's way, clean up the streets, make sure when you flush it goes, you know, because that ruins your quality of life right there, you know, if the toilet's plugged.
Right.
And, you know, as far as defense goes, you know, all those H-bombs, they're getting rusty. Come on. What more excuse do we need than 9/11? Why don't we just toast somebody? Just a little.
Okay. Getting back to some of your critics, you have critics on both sides of the aisle. Conservatives say you're a bad influence on kids, and liberals say you're too much in love with guns.
Guns. Guns are made the United States of America famous. I mean, when Europe was out there kicking each other's butt like they've done for centuries, we come in with guns and we fixed it for a while. As far as gun control is, I'm sure, all I think, Charlton Heston is going to be my president too, you see. And you're sitting there, you got some wacko job that's got an AK-47. Okay. Those things spit out bullets like about, God, that many a minute, you know? And the police, all as good as they are, they don't get there in time because they're going that many a minute at you. if you got your own, you got a chance of not being, like, killed. So, I like guns.
Okay. What's your policy on health care? What would you do to help solve the health care crisis?
Vitamin pills. Again, the drugs. You know, I'd have people, you know, educate them more about being healthy. I mean, look at this. This is like, you know, you know, Schwarzenegger should just be worried about this. I mean, this is pure wonderment here.
I see.
Okay.
Do you ever find people who want to honk your nose?
Yes, they do. For the right amount of money, they can. But otherwise, it's sexual harassment charges, you know, and I still make money after the lawyers.
I see. So what would you do to help solve the low minimum wage in this country? Or do you feel that the minimum wage is the right level or maybe too high?
Well, as I have never really held a job for more than, like, you know, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, I don't really understand the issue, but I'm willing to appoint a Blue Ribbon Task Force panel committee that would look into this matter and delve deeply and be concerned with the issues.
Oh,
Is that enough buzzwords?
Sure, that's
Sweet.
pretty good.
Sweet, I got a couple more.
Okay, well, if you want to use them.
Okay, no way, buzz them in later.
Okay. Of course, one of the main issues in the country today is same-sex marriage. How do you stand on this issue?
I don't know. Does anybody really understand women? Come on. I don't know. As long as they pay taxes and vote for me, you know, hey, whoopee.
Okay.
Whoopla.
And of course, you produce a TV series.
Yes.
And many people say TV is harming children. What's your attitude on that?
They're right.
Do you have any elaboration?
Well, they're completely right.
Okay.
They know what they're talking about, you know. You're supposed to get out there and, you know, swing a bat, you know, and do stuff. But the average person that hops on an airplane, the average American person, is like, you know, gonna burn the sucker out of the sky because they're overweight. But I figure, you know, especially again going back to Katrina and stuff, the high winds. I mean, if you got somebody with this much, you know, pure muscle, that's going to take a lot of wind to blow you over, and that's good.
Okay, so that's pure muscle.
Oh yeah, that is.
Came from working on the farm.
Oh yeah, a lot of cheese too, I'm afraid. But you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger's got that like 6-pack. Well, I got a pony barrel.
So you're talking about airplanes coming out of the sky. So
Yeah.
let's talk a little bit about the war on terror. What do you think should be done to improve airline security?
You know what? Well, first of all, these people, they live in this little sand castle out there in the Middle East, you know? They hate Americans. They're going to hate Americans no matter what we do. The world is going to hate Americans no matter what we do because we're better, just plain better. And they envy us. And they figure, you know, oh, hey, you know, we want that stuff. Well, they live in a sandbox. What was the question?
Airline security.
Oh, well, I'd have people walk if they're so worried about their health. You know, hey, just wait till the Atlantic freezes over and walk.
Okay. Do you feel that racial profiling is an appropriate method in the war on terror?
Oh, jeez. I don't know. All these PhDs, they get right up to where they get the D on, and they lose all common sense. I mean, come on, people. Just think of it. These guys, 19 of them or whatever, all look like this. And they did it. And now you go, well, you know, think about it. If they look like this, they might do it. But no, we can't do that because it's some sort of politically correct stuff. You know, if they get their head out of their rear end, first of all, they should wipe their face off to be presentable, and then think about it again.
Well, some people respond to that by saying, how about Timothy McVeigh or the Unabomber, who, of course, didn't look like that?
He owed me money. Timothy McVeigh did. Stucker died and got out of, about paying me my $20. What was the question?
I think you may have answered it.
Okay.
Okay, how would you catch Osama bin Laden?
Again, it goes back to these nukes that are getting rusty. Yeah. Well, first of all, you know, I want an Olympic-sized swimming pool. Fill it with napalm, good napalm, mind you, fresh napalm. And then get anything he's ever loved, touched, or liked, you know, and a bungee cord, big bungee cord. So it wouldn't happen all at once, you know. And then you start out with his favorite goat. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. And if there was anything left of this, anything at all, then I'd put it on display and tour around the countries at various strategic sewage disposal plants. I don't like the guy.
No.
He don't even owe me money.
So if the troops are still in Iraq when you take office, what would be your exit strategy?
I would, you know, to fool the world in general, I just have them walk backwards past the border into the country. It works in movies.
Okay. What would be your policy on defense spending?
You can never get enough explosives. I've got a cohort there named Weasel, and he blew his arm off, but he's fine. You know, other than that, I'd spend more money. I mean, it's like going back to the Reagan administration, when he was an actor, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I am too. So you know, I'm hoping to get the job. You know, when you just threw money down this rat hole that said, you know, Defense Department. I'd do that. I think we should spend more money on NASA, because I did take up space in high school as a child, and I get some more nukes, you know.
Okay.
Because they're always fun.
Now it's said that the president has a bully pulpit. How would you use it, and what would you use it to help solve or change?
Well, first of all, if I didn't wear pants, I wanted it to be in front of me. So, you know, and the world is full of...
In fact, let's see that picture again of Uncle Boob behind the pulpit.
Yeah,
and you
see?
can keep talking.
I didn't have pants on then. It was a brisk and airy feeling, and you know, it makes you look important. And they'd sing that song, that Hail to the Speech or whatever. You know, I got here. You know, here's my tie. I don't think it plays that. Let's see. It's made in China.
Okay.
Like that flag was made in China. This flag is made in China too. Learn to speak Chinese, people, because it's a common. Okay.
Now we're done with most of the important questions. However, even though children can't vote, the policies of politicians of course affect the lives of children.
Yeah.
So we got some questions from a kindergarten class in Bloomer, Wisconsin.
Okay.
So first is, what's your favorite color?
I'm kind of prone to the red. Those crayons. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's great. I mean, you know, they should call that a food group, I think. You know, the red ones are just joy.
Okay. Do you prefer dogs or cats?
Dogs. Cats, they're just icky. Dogs, like, you know, even if you come home from work, from your low-paying job that you just put in, you know, a half an hour over on your own dime, on bald tires and a car that needs a new battery soon. And you're coming home, and here's this dog. The dog is happy to see you. You know, you know, and the kids are, you know, off doing drugs or some dang thing. And the wife, you know, she hasn't had an original thought since, you know, the Carter administration. So, you know, I like dogs.
Okay. One more from the kindergartners.
Okay.
Do you prefer chocolate ice cream or vanilla ice cream?
Well, growing up on the farm, I realized that, you know, that vanilla ice cream has its places, but, you know, it can be French vanilla, which is, you know, totally disgusting, and, you know, because it's French. And those people, you know, do we got treaties? Can we nuke them? I mean, you know, they're belly aching and eating critters and stuff that frogs and snails. Oh, jeez. And then they slosh it down with wine. What was the question?
Do you prefer chocolate ice cream or vanilla ice cream?
Yes.
Okay. This is your chance to make a closing remark before we say goodbye to our television audience.
Okay. Hey, vote for me, people. Boobs. You liked him as a kid, you love him as a president. And I'm sure I can't do any worse. And if I do make a mistake, it'll be an honest mistake. It won't be because I'm greedy or trying to put their interests in front of the country. It'll be because I'm a blithering idiot. And here he is. Look at that. Yep. He agrees. And he's my legal guardian, so he should know. And the important thing is to just keep my chin up and give me money. As soon as I find some friends, I will establish a Friends of fund for my campaign. For right now, I'm just turning in aluminum cans to buy the vodka I need to fuel my campaign. So vote. Like in Chicago, hey, vote often, vote more, and vote for me. Hi, Mom.
Well, thank you very much for joining us. My name is Bill Olson. Remember to let your voice be heard on Election Day, and have a good day.